seen a lot of the future of technology here at the show already, but you join me here at Mission Control with Edmund Hardy, the Chief Executive Officer of Dairymaster. Thanks for having us here.
Thanks very much, Rachel. You're very welcome.
Thanks. So you've won a great award here, one of the biggest awards for innovation at the show. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we're delighted to have won the overall Innovation Award here at the Ploughing 2019, and it's for a product called Mission Control, and it's basically using artificial intelligence for use with rotary parlours, and you can see there's a range of rotary parlours here behind us, and really it's about two aspects. One is what information you give the operator, but also then how you optimize the performance. So if you think about this, the easy way of explaining it is, if you think about somebody driving a car, there's a whole lot of information that they need to know as they're driving along with their sat nav and so on. But then if you think about, well, what's the right speed to drive at? And you think about some people, they're a bit slow driving the car, and you're saying, will they ever get on with the job? And some people, they're maybe they drive too fast and they're jumping on the brakes all the time.
A bit of a rally driver.
Exactly. So
and do you get that in the parlour as well?
Well, you do, I suppose. People can be, they can be just going too slow, let's say, or too quickly. So the question when you have a large rotary is, well, what's the right speed? And that depends on the cows, and it depends on how long each cow takes to milk. And what this new Mission Control can do is it can just get you just the right speed in the same way as cruise control for a car. So if you think about a car, the right speed to drive depends on the traffic.
And
the conditions and so on.
Your tiredness or the endurance.
Well, all that as well. So you can actually adjust it and say, well, I only want to go this fast if you're after coming back from the ploughing and you're feeling a bit tired, or if you say I'm happy for it to operate away. You say you take control of the speed, and it's a bit like cruise control. It'll actually optimize the speed of the rotary, and that means that you can get up to 20% more cows milked in the same time.
20% more cows. Now, if you have a big herd, say 100 cows,
that's
you
can either up your numbers
or you can get away home,
or you're finished milking that little bit sooner.
I was hearing that it's not even just about the operator.
That's right.
That is actually was it 30%? Sorry, more efficient.
Yeah, so 20 to 30%. It depends on the situation, right? So it's it basically looks at each individual cow. It says how long do I think this cow is going to take to milk? And a computer is very good at monitoring and measuring these things, and it'll adjust the speed for you.
And I was hearing that would actually create less wear on the actual machine itself. So it's not just good for the operator, essentially, the farm labour.
So I suppose your overall running time will be less.
Right.
No, not that these type of rotaries are designed for fairly heavy usage. So they come in. Typically from when people start looking at about 200 cows and above, they start to become very efficient.
Right.
But there's actually a sign there just above our head at the moment, and it's actually showing a customer that has an installation, and it's 13 years old, and it has 55 million cows milked.
Oh my goodness!
In that time, that'd be quite a large herd with many thousands of animals being milked. 3 times each day, it'd be running more or less 24/7 on shifts. So it would be quite a different scenario than what we would have here in Ireland. But it just shows you the level of usage. So that particular customer is in the United States, for example.
Would they look at it putting like a mission control in there?
Absolutely. So mission control applies to all types of farms that have a rotary milking installation. But I suppose what's new about it is it's also using artificial intelligence, and this is a thing that we're starting to use. This is the first product you see it in, but we believe there's other cases for it as well, and it's all just about making life easier.
And what other products do you see the potential for?
So I suppose, if you think about computers and information, and there's a whole change in that. So be that whether it's looking at the actual cows themselves and doing things. Absolutely. So even if we look at tanks, and we've some milk tanks over here behind us. The big changes that have happened that we've done in that area has been around reducing energy, and we've been able to pull that back by about 65%.
Yes.
And the other area is connectivity. So actually the whole area of connectivity to your phone. So the next area then around that will be probably more around data, more about information, more around what's happening.
At the moment, what kind of information are you able to get on your phone then as a farmer?
Yeah, so I suppose so if you take the milk tank, you can obviously see what's happening with that,
Okay.
and it's about how much milk in the tank. Is the tank cooling? Is it washing? When was the last cleaning cycle? That's on the milk's cooling side. Over here, just this other area, we have the moo monitor,
Okay.
and I suppose that's a whole wearable device for animals for watching their health and fertility. Takes many millions of readings a day, but really it's about getting the productivity of each cow.
And will that information also be available on your phone as well?
So that's available on the phone, so you can see what
For
cows
each
are
individual?
for each individual
Right.
animal. You can see what cows are in heat. You can see what cows are cycling or not cycling from a fertility point of view, and you can also look at individual animal health, and that's actually becoming really, really important, particularly as herd sizes even get bigger. Because it's a bit like looking around, it's a bit like looking around the show stand here today. That there can be many hundreds of people, or that you can be looking at, and really, how do you know that they're okay or they're not okay?
Yeah.
And that's where the whole area of wearables with animals are becoming very important. And
It sounds really exciting, and we'll hopefully catch up with you sometime through the year as well to find out a bit more about what you're going to do with this AI technology.
Absolutely,
Thank you very much.
no problem. Thanks very much.